check out some cool cars, kind of just see what we're gonna find around here, maybe get some ideas for our own projects. So let's see what we come across.
So I got a 64 Dodge D100. You probably could tell it's from the Atomic Energy Commission. I picked it up from my neighbor, whose grandpa bought it from the Atomic Energy Commission in '74. He passed away, his grandma got it then, and she couldn't drive 3 on the tree, so it sat behind the shed. And then she passed away, his dad inherited it, and then he passed away, and now my neighbor inherited it. And then 4 years ago I picked it up, and one of the things, part of the deal for purchasing it was that he used his tractor to push it into my shop. Cool truck. It's got 3 on the tree, push hard brakes, manual brakes, manual steering, Armstrong steering, no power anything. So it's a lot of fun to keep it running and keep it going.
What kind of engine it's got in it?
It's got a 225 slant 6.
Right.
Single barrel, Carter BBS.
Did you have to do anything to it to get it running, or was it just turn the key and go?
Nope, it wasn't running since it was sitting for 38 years. I ended up having to adjust the valves on it, replace the timing chain, clean the carburetor, do a lot of carburetor work on it, and then just some minor stuff really. Timing chain, water pump, alternator. There are some wiring harness issues underneath the hood, or underneath the dash, I mean. But other than that, it was just basically minimal maintenance. Seals, things like that, rubber parts that were kind of bad. Had to have the radiator repaired. A bunch of little things that just really needed to be taken care of. But as far as getting it running, it only took me about 2 weeks. Doesn't have a vent in it. So what I have to do is I came in with a 16th-inch drill bit and drilled.
Oh, there you go. And so the story behind the Atomic Energy Commission, your neighbor was part of that, or?
No, he bought it as a farm truck at a government auction, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that is super cool. Thank you so much for sharing about your truck, and I can't wait to learn more about it later on.
So I live here in Walla Walla. When I moved here, I bought a place with a big piece of property, so I knew I needed some kind of pickup. I was going to buy a little used small truck, and I thought, well, it'd be more fun to have like an old '60s truck, because all I needed is for hauling stuff around once in a while. So I found this on Craigslist. It's a 1963 Chevy C20, a 3/4 ton. And it'd been sitting on a farm for years. The last license on it was 1984. The farmer quit using it in 1984, and it only had 18,700 miles on it. So, but it was in pretty rough shape, the body. So we picked it up for like $2,800, and I spent about 3.5 years fixing it up, but no major mechanical work or anything like that. And they're just great vehicles to drive around. They were built well, and they run great, and I couldn't be happier. The investment wasn't that big. I only had like $25,000 in it. So since I was a kid in those days, and I drove them when I first got out of high school, it's a real going back in time experience. And so I made sure that it was restored to original. I wanted it to have the feel and the smells. The feel and the smell, and the fact no power steering, no power brakes, no power anything.
Yeah.
If the ignition keys fall out, you can still stop it and come to a stop. So it takes some muscle to turn it, to hit the brakes. But that's the way they drove. And after you drive it, you'll appreciate the newer vehicles, because they're like, so you drive this one, you appreciate the new, but you drive the new, you feel like you want to go back in time. Now, for people the younger people that never rode around in these things, I don't know how they'd feel about riding. My grandsons could care less about getting into one of these, so I don't think they've ever even rode around in it. But I got people, you can't go anywhere in a truck like this without people coming up to you, especially at the stores and stuff. Oh, I remember my grandpa had one of these. It brings back memories for them. They're always coming by and taking pictures of themselves and yada yada. But it's a wonderful experience. It only has 24,000 original miles, and I will never sell it. So, but the finish is okay. It's not Barrett Jackson Car Show finish. You can spend anywhere from a few $1,000s to fix them up to a couple $100,000, whatever whatever flavor you want, or just fix them up so they run, and that's a whole lot of fun driving them around too.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your vehicle
bet.
here, and I look forward to seeing it on the road.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, folks. Planes, trains, automobiles, and even motorcycles. Some were wacky, others downright cool, and everyone had a story to tell. And believe it or not, that wasn't even close to all of them. This small-town car show had over 600 classics, antiques, and custom rides. Far too many to capture in a single video. So, I shared the ones that really caught my eye. But it wasn't just about the cars. It was about the people. Great cars, sure, but even better folks. And that's what makes gatherings like this so special.
I want to thank you so much for stopping by the garage today. I know this video was a little bit different than what we've been doing on the channel, but that's okay. We got out of the garage, we got to stretch our legs, breathe some fresh air, talk to some wonderful people, and look at some awesome cars. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We are uploading once a week now. And I will see you all right back here at the garage or outside and abroad, where we might be checking out some classic semi-trucks in the next video. Until then, see you next time.